Welcome to the Lorne reality show. In this show, we're going to be doing chicken pie. And as my mother calls it, it's Lorne's chicken pie, is what she calls it. She actually made this pie when I was just a kid when she made it. I think I was around 11 years old, 11 or 12, somewhere around there. And I loved it, and she made it for me ever since, and she called it Lorne's chicken pie. First thing we got to do is that this is actually my first time ever making it. My mother has always made it before for me. The first thing we got to do is look at the directions, and first thing is we got to do put 4 cups of cut up chicken in a 9 by 13 inch pan. So we've got the pan right here, and we've got everything all pre-done, pretty much, with the exception of the crust. We've got the cut up chicken right here. You can spread it all on the bottom of the pan, is what she's saying. And before anybody wonders, yes, my hands are clean. I washed them right before I started doing this. I'm going to add 1 can of peas and 1 can of carrots, drained. And the way she explained this to me is, I'm going to use the same bowl that the chicken was in. We have to go like this, and this right here is cream of chicken soup. So just told me to open this here up where it's condensed, it's thick. So I'm going to take and dump this cream of chicken into this bowl here. Then she explained to me that the juice from the peas and the carrots, you can dump into the can of cream of chicken soup. Because of where the cream of chicken soup is so thick. So we'll drain that into there. Dump that in there. Yes, I have an electric can opener, but this can opener opens cans easy also, so it doesn't bother me to use that. Put it right in there. Take a whisk, mix that all together. Just thin that out some. It even looks good. Looks good already. So we did that. Now Now she says spread one, well, we gotta dump the carrots and the peas in here. So we'll go just like this. Mix them all in there. Mix it all over the place so you get it somewhat evened out. Like I said, this is my first time of doing this, so I'm hoping that it turns out exactly like hers. Mix all them peas all around there. Anxious for it to be done now because it's, I love the taste of this. It says spread 1 teaspoon of tarragon over this. So I got my teaspoon right here. I get my tarragon right here. And we'll spread it right over this here. Well, I'm going to add a little bit more because it's kind of hard to spread it. So I'd like to have it evened out some. So I actually went 1.5 teaspoons about what I did. Then she says, next step is mix 1 can of cream of chicken soup with 1 can of chicken broth. So which is, well, actually she said on there with chicken broth, but she said just use the juice from the peas and the carrots and it's good enough because all it is just to thin it out. And we have to, oh, let's see. We have to spread it all over the whole thing. And get as much of it over all of it as you can, because that way it distributes, it tastes better. And I'm speaking from experience on that because I notice when I eat it, if it's not spread evenly through the whole thing, there are some spots that are a little drier than others, and just the taste of it just makes it taste so much better. So I try to get all of it in there that I can because I know how good it tastes. There's that. All right, now for the crust, she has 1.5 cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which is all mixed up already right in this yellow bowl. She says 1 cup of real butter, which I've already got melted. Or half a cup of real butter. It's actually 1 stick of butter will actually do it, which is 8 tablespoons. So half a cup of real butter. Throw it in there. Then 1.5 cups of buttermilk, which is right here. Throw that right in there. Then she says, next step is to mix it all together and spread it on top of the chicken pie, or of the rest of the ingredients. So, Mix it all up here and get us a crust going. Now I'm hoping, it really doesn't look all that difficult to do, but this is my first time doing it, and I'm praying to God that it turns out like hers does. Hers is really super delicious. I just absolutely love the taste of hers. That's why she still makes it for me all the time. But now it's going to be a real test of how well I can make it. Make sure no bumps and stuff like that in it. Now we need to spread it all over the top of it. Make sure I get it all over all the other parts, and so spread out evenly. We can get some of this from here. These carrots. Some of these carrots sticking up on its ends, so the mix is gonna rise. The crust is gonna rise anyway, but I just want to make sure that I get it in there good. See if I can make it look nice and pretty when it's done. People had wanted me to, had mentioned to me before, oh, there we go. We've got that all done there, and that right there is what it looks like right now. And let's see, bake for 1 hour at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I already preheated my oven, and so all I have to do is just stick it in there and wait for an hour, and then we'll come back to it when it's done. What I was saying was, people had mentioned to me before about wanting me to do some t-shirts and sell some t-shirts, stuff like that. And I thought about it, and I figured, why not do some t-shirts for the Lorne reality show. And And so if people will give me their opinion on that in the comment section, then I just may take and do some t-shirts for the Lorne reality show. Um, I'm also trying to make a website for, yes, Sadie, I hear you. I'm also trying to make a website and, for other purposes for my book. And so I see you. Yes, I see you. Relax. Get down. Good girl. That will be good. And for the songs that I write, and so people can go on. We'll be able to go on the website and download my songs right from there. It's going to take me a while to get the website all done, but I figured I would get everyone a heads up right now about it, and so they can give me their opinion on in the comment section on that. But for right now, we'll take a break and wait for the pie to be done, and then we'll be back when the pie is finished. We're back, everyone, and I just looked in the oven and the pie is done, so I'm going to take it out. And there it is. This is what the pie should look like right here. I don't want to tip it up too much because I don't want the crust moving all over the place on me. But that's what the pie should look like. And now I'm going to try a piece of it. It's going to be hot, but hopefully it'll turn out. Hopefully it turned out like my mother's. With my fingers crossed. It seems like her crust that she makes is a little thicker, so maybe I should have made a little bit more crust. This is extremely good, and it's extremely hot. So that's why I have a glass of milk here, because I always like to have milk with my chicken pie. So let's try a taste test. Cool her down here. There's more chicken in there. Ooh. Yep. With my mother's instructions, it turned out just like hers. Except the crust isn't quite as thick as what hers always is. But it's extremely good. So, can't guarantee there's going to be much of this pie left tomorrow, but it's going to taste good tonight. Hot though. Very hot. Well, that's it for the show. And that's how you make Lorne's chicken pie. And the next show next week is going to be another vegan dish. It'll probably be on Sunday. So I'll see you on next week's show.